Hi, welcome to Michelle Creations. I have received an order from a company called Beebeecraft, and they are an online store that offers a lot of different crafting items. And if you have at least 100 subscribers, you have a chance to get free items from them. So I'm going to put the link down in the description below so that you can get a hold of that. And I'm also going to put a discount code, a coupon code, down in the description that gives you 10% off of your entire order, and it's valid until December of 2026. So you've got a whole almost 2 years to use it now. So this is called an open back bezel pendants, and this is a set of these, and I think 24 pieces. And there's a couple of different designs, and I'm just gonna hold them up here so you can see those. There's one, and there's one. They're super pretty, very, very shiny. And I love this one because I think you could put some sort of stone or something down in the middle of those. So there's just a couple of those. So super pretty. And you could fill the inside with resin, put them on some resin tape, and like I said, on that one you could put gems, or if you've made bezels that are that small, they could go in there. I also have, these are adorable. This is a set of bees and flowers. So there's a bunch of flowers and some adorable little bees that are in there, and there's some more flowers. So those are all in there. And then these are, and those are charms. And then here's some more charms. So those are super cute. And they come in these really nice little cases too. Keeps them all together. And then we have these. They're resin and wood pendants. So it's a pendant. Half of it's like a blue watery color, and then the other half is wood. So these would be great for monograms or just an initial. You could put a lot of different things on there. A lot of options to cut on your Cricut, and then top coat it with resin. So we'll do something with those. This one is huge, so. All right, so this set, they're calling it an epoxy resin jewelry making set. And it's pretty cool. So you get some little measuring cups, which we could always use more. All right, we got lots of stuff to look at. So we got this. And this, oh man, these are going to be super shiny. Gosh, those are going to be pretty. And what I like is that this set here, this kit was only $10.97. So unlike Temu, this is super duper heavy duty mold. This is thick. This is really, really nice. And then we also have a mermaid tail, a large one, and then a smaller one. Those are super pretty. These would be really pretty in the chrome, the Let's Resin chrome, and the Let's Resin glitters. Oh, see, there's one right there. It would look more like a mermaid tail. So these would be super pretty in those. So we're definitely going to do something with those. Another little mold with another starfish and a couple more shells. And again, super duper shiny. Put all these out there so you can see them. Some more seashells. We've got some eye hooks. So if you want to make something and add eye hooks to them, you have your eye hooks there. Couple more. These have got some smaller starfish, or just stars in general, in it. We got some pipettes. These are nice if you're trying to get into really tiny little pieces, little areas. We've got some, I think this is nail art glitter. Yep, glitter nail kit. Oh yeah, it's got lots of different shimmery stuff. This one's cute. It's got a little crab, starfish. This one looks like an angelfish, a dolphin, and oh man, a seahorse. I couldn't think of what it was called. So again, the quality on the molds are really, really nice. And this whole set was $10.97, and you get all of this. Oh, and here's some more eye hooks, some silver ones. So, like I said, we're going to make some stuff out of these. But today we are going to use the next set, my last piece that came in the mail from them. So I'm going to put these away and I'll be right back with that. Okay, so this is our last piece that we got from bb.com, beebeecraft.com, excuse me. And this is a sun catcher kit. And this was $6.17. And look at all the stuff you get for $6. Oh, there's more in there I'm missing. So let's take a look here. We've got obviously stuff to make your jewelry or your keychains. You've got silver and gold set of hooks. We got some silver keychains. We've got gold and silver rings. And then we have all of these pieces for the mold. So there's the Dreamcatcher at the top of it. Our resin is mixed up, and I have drug out a couple more items in our resin. And I've only made, about 1.5 ounces, so hopefully it's not too terribly much. But to this, I have added some crushed crystal by Unicorn Art. I think I add that stuff to everything. But if you've watched my videos, you know that when you are done mixing your resin and you add just the teeniest, tiny, little bitty, teeny tiny amount to that, because this stuff is like gremlins, and the more you mix, the wetter that it gets, the more it spreads. So we're going to go with pink and purple because you can't go wrong with pink and purple. They go together really, really well. So I'm just going to add a couple drops throughout this mold of the purple. So thank you to Beebeecraft for sending me these supplies. They have, oh my goodness, they have so much stuff on their website to choose from. And 100 subscribers is not that much. I've only been doing this since March. And I really only did it to keep track of what I make, because I can never remember my ratios or exactly what I was doing to make stuff. So I just started making these videos and thought, you know what, maybe somebody else out there is trying to create it as well. So I thought I'll just put it out on YouTube land and see what happens. This would be a great time to drag out one of those pipettes if you wanted to try those to get into these finer areas. And this is just a micro brush, and I've just gone in and I pulled the little swab off that was on the end of it, and I'm just going to use that to kind of help mix or to drag the colors around the piece, if you will. All right, we're gonna let that cure, and then we will come back and see what it looks like. Actually, I have a little bit left. We're gonna make something here. We're gonna go ahead and color this black. So I'm just using some Let's Resin black mica powder, and it's not gonna take much. We don't have much in there. That does it. We're going to let all this set up, and then we will come back and unmold. So I've gone ahead and started on some of these. Let's start with the extras. The extras, I've taken some flat back tacks, and I've just taken and I used some E6000, and I glued them to the back of the piece. And then these two, I've gone ahead and I've already UV resined over the top of them, which seals that tack in there so that we don't ever have to worry about it coming out. So all I have to do is put some E6000 on that one to finish it. Our Dreamcatcher, the leather pieces that I have were way too thick for these holes. So I found some of this jute string. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I attach these. I think it's easier to go from the back side. Just run that through there. Run the other end through our Dreamcatcher. I went ahead and UV resined both sides of our feathers so that both sides were super smooth. And I'm just going to tie a square knot in it because those are nice and strong. I'm just going to take my scissors and cut the ends off. And then what I did was I took some E6000 because I don't want that knot to slide around and show eventually in the piece. So the hole that's in the Dreamcatcher, I just took and put a little bit of E6000 right on the rim of that, and then I'll do it down here, and then just slide that knot right into that hole so that the knot itself goes into the hole. You don't want it to go all the way through, but you want it to tuck down inside of there. That's what will secure that. And then we'll do it with this one here as well. There we go. And then once that dries, I will go and I will trim up these tiny ends just a little bit more. You can use a lighter, or that's what I will use, is a lighter to get that trimmed up really nice and neat right up against that centerpiece there. So that is our Dreamcatcher. She's pretty well done. We'll clean it up here in a minute. Put my cap back on. Okay. Now for our earrings and pendant is what I've decided to do with this. I went ahead and I have UV resin to the back of all three pieces. And what I did is I took and I laid them out. These two face each other and they're really similar in coloration. So I'm going to make those my earrings, and then this one is going to be our pendant. So that's essentially how I ended up doing that. So these two, yep, I have UV'd the back of these to make them nice and smooth. I did take a file, and the tips of the feathers down here where they have the potential to be a little bit sharp. I took a file and I just ran along that edge to kind of sand them down a little bit, and then run my finger on it just to make sure that if it's against your skin, you don't want that to pinch or to be sharp up against your cheeks or your neck or anything like that. So you just run that file, especially over the edges, the front and the back edge of that, and then on the side. And again, just make sure it's not sharp. And then we just take a paper towel and get some alcohol and wash that down. And that's about as easy as it gets. Now, the front of these feathers have a vein down the middle. I don't want to cover up that vein, but I do want to UV resin the front of it to make that pop just as much as we possibly can. So I have some Let's Resin high viscosity UV resin here, and I'm using high viscosity to try and keep it out of that vein. And I'm actually going to use the back of this just in case it dribbles over. And it also helps hold that on in place so that it's not sliding around my table here. You can use a toothpick on this. I'm just using this stick again. You just want to get it all the way up against the edge of that vein. You don't want it to go down into that vein, because if it goes into it, you're going to lose the vein. You're not going to see it. It'll get hidden underneath the resin. Get our UV light out, and then we cure. So we have our little rings that were sent to us. I'm just going to open this up. We need to decide. Where did my air there? So you need to think about it a little bit, how it's going to hang. So it'll be, you know, this is the front, and it hangs in your ear this way. So you're going to need a loop that's going to come down this way, and the earring is going to need one that comes this way. So I need at least one loop in between the earring and this. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, this one's, yeah, we're gonna do it this way. Another thing you could use is use a pinch bail on that. And that would be a lot easier actually, except I don't have any pinch bails that are big enough. I don't have any that are left. I don't have any left that are big enough to go because it's pretty thick. I don't have any thick enough to cover that, so we're gonna go ahead and do it this way. And sometimes when they do get big enough to go that way, they get kind of bulky, and this is such a dainty little thing that I don't want to add any bulk to. I just want to make sure I get this clasped shut real good, just like that. So as it sits right now, so it hangs in your ear like this, goes up, this one goes side to side, this one will go up, this is the one that will attach to the feather. You do not want to go through all this work and then realize that one of them is turned wrong and the feather doesn't hang right, because you want the feather to hang this way, not this way. Tell you what, my trimmers have been really bad the last couple of days. I'm so sorry about that. I have to open it up wider. Actually, I think I need a bigger ring. This will be fine. And then again, you want to find your front, which is here. You can see the vein, and you want to make sure your earring matches up so that it's going to hang right. So it's going to go through your ear this way. So you want the pointed part to the back of the earring. This is my front. There we go. We got our first earring. Super pretty. And then as far as the pendant goes, this should be ready. And then I have this rope chain that we'll use. And this is going to be super simple. And they make a little tool that you can, it's like a ring that helps get these open and closed. And I have it, I don't have it on me. All right, and I like the clasp to be on my right. So I'm gonna lay it, there's the front is here. Just like I have our necklace and our earrings. And then we also have our beautiful little Dreamcatcher that we can hang. I'm gonna hang mine in my window here, right above my crafting table. And there we go. I think they're super pretty. And that is all for today. I appreciate you guys stopping in and crafting with me today. We have tried out some really cool stuff. Thank you to Beebeecraft again for sending me the molds, and we'll cover the other ones that they've sent us another time. And in the meantime, I'm going to go hang these up in my window, and I'll put these on the Etsy store in case there's anybody that would like their own set of feather jewelry. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. It was so nice having you here, and we will catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye.